Hello and welcome back to A Closer Look. I'm Linda Fontaine. If you're just joining us today, my guest is Josie Russell. She's the Community Relations Manager with Second Harvest Food Bank.
That's right.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Anytime.
Yeah, I'm happy to be back.
So there's a lot going on in September.
Yes.
And we'll look at some of these things a little bit closer.
Okay.
But you mentioned that volunteers are vital
Right.
to your organization. And one way people can get in touch is to call. You said it's probably the easiest way?
Yep. Just call our main number, 423-279-0430, and just ask for the volunteer coordinator, or just tell whoever answers the phone, hey, I want to volunteer, and they'll get you connected with whoever we just hired a new volunteer coordinator, so I'm really excited to have him on board, and he's doing a great job. So they'll be put in touch with him and he can get them signed up to come in.
Great.
Yeah.
Now, one of the big events in September is the Farmer and Chef.
Yes.
Now tell me about that.
Yeah, it's an event we've been doing for several years, and we pair local farmers and chefs in the area, and they come up with unique types of culinary masterpieces at this event. So it's a food tasting type thing, and the great thing is it's all local. It's all local people, so we really want to give them a chance to be highlighted and also raise money for the food bank. And so people really enjoy coming out and seeing what the chefs are gonna do every year, and get that kind of first taste of something different. And
Tell me, where's it going to be at?
It's at the Blackthorn Club at the Ridges. It's on September 11th from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Okay.
And
how much are tickets?
they vary. If it's just an individual ticket, it's $100, but we have table sponsorships available for $700. We have higher end sponsorships available as well. There's a range of them. That information is on our website. So if there are businesses out here that want to be a sponsor, then they will get recognition at the event, plus a table, free wine, and just it's a great way to get exposure, but it's a great networking opportunity as well for people. So
it really is. Now, I have gone several years.
Have you?
I have gone several years. I was there last year.
Yeah.
And the food is fun.
Yeah. What's been your favorite thing you've tasted?
Oh gosh, I can't even remember what anything is even called. I mean, it looks like the dessert's always good, and then you have some Asian type foods.
Yeah, Asian fusion type things.
And those are always really interesting to me. I enjoy those.
Right. I've never gotten to go, so I'm excited.
You've never gotten to go?
Well, no, because this is my first year as a food bank employee.
Okay.
So, and for whatever reason, I guess I just wasn't paying attention. I wasn't familiar with it. So I'm really excited.
It's a very nice setting, and there's a silent auction usually. It's usually not a real big one.
Right, yeah.
But it's a nice one.
Yeah, oh good. Well, and we're working on that again this year.
Good.
Yeah.
And it's a nice evening because the weather, even if it's not good, it's covered.
Right,
So you don't have to worry about that, but it is outside, and it's always been very nice.
Well, that's what I've heard, and so I'm really excited. We're really wanting to get the community involved, get people out to check it. If you've never been, like me, I think it's a great thing to come check out. And the proceeds come back to the food bank to help us with our programs out in the community. So we'll have a mission moment as part of it this year, where we're going to highlight some of the programs and let people who are attending the event hopefully meet the people that we're serving. Just I don't know, it'll be a couple of people, but I really think it's important for, if you're there and you're giving your money, I think it's a great way to kind of connect it to see who you're actually serving and helping.
Yeah, have somebody come up there with a testimonial saying, this has been a lifesaver for me, and I really appreciate it.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping. So I think that's going to be kind of a new element this year to it, and so we're pushing it now. The deadline is September 5th. That way, for people to sign up, whether it's for a sponsorship or an individual, or we have a couple of things like for couples rates and things like that. So just really look at the website. If you're interested in coming and you want to know what the price is, it's already up on the website.
And I have to say, it is delicious. Is it? It's nice because everything is farm fresh. It's made right before the event or right during the event. And it really is a nice way to have a little taste of the different areas, and for the people that come from the different restaurants, the different vendors, to try something creative and new on their own.
Absolutely. Who knows? They might have a brand new menu item that they have forever and ever. So.
And the Blackthorn Club at the Ridges, so over there near Jonesboro, it is a beautiful setting.
Yeah, I think it's gorgeous out there, and they've been great to work with. And we do our golf tournament out there usually, and then we do this event. So it's a great partnership, and we're excited to be out there again.
What day is it again?
It's September 11th. It's a Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday evening. So people can go, but it's over at 9. 6 nights perfect, and then it's not too late.
Right. Yeah, they can still get up for work the next day. So.
That'd be really fun.
Get your tickets, folks, because we do have limited seating for it. We want it to be nice without being too crowded, and so we are going to be limiting.
And it does
the number of attendees. It does. So get on there now.
Okay, very good. Now, people want to get in touch with you on it's netfoodbank.org.
That's our website.
So it's like Net Food Bank, but that's probably for Northeast Tennessee.
Yes, it is.
But an easy way to remember it too is netfoodbank.org.
Yep. That's how I tell people it. So.
Okay, or they could call 423-279-0430. And you're also on the Facebook.
We are.
Facebook and Twitter and Instagram?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So if you just put in netfoodbank.org or netfoodbank on Twitter, Facebook, all those, you'll get it.
Something like that. It should pop up. Yeah. They all kind of are associated with one of those handles. So we try to promote a lot using those social media outlets. So.
Yes. Very good. So I want to just mention that the first day of your month of, bringing attention to Hunger Action Month is start collecting extra change and donate it to the food bank at the end of the month.
Yeah.
That's a great idea, and that's a good way to get kids involved.
Yes. Yeah, and it's super simple, put a little jar on the table or something and just toss it in there. Who knows how much could accumulate in 30 days. And then a lot of times kids will come with their parents to make a donation to the food bank, which is really nice. It's a great way for them to come see what we're doing, but to also start instilling that servant's heart in them. So, that's a great way. A lot of these are kid-friendly ways to get them involved. And some of them are just ways even to get corporations and civic organizations and different things like that involved. So I tried to really make it a lot of different kinds of things. There's Grandparents' Day falls within this month. So one great way that people could help kind of honor their grandparents is to volunteer at our mobile food pantry we have one that's geared just for seniors.
Oh, nice.
So that's a nice way to kind of honor those older folks in your life and help. And we always need help at those distributions because it's hard for those people to carry their food back to their house. So I thought that would be a fun way to get people involved and to kind of say, Happy Grandparents' Day and everything. So that's just something.
It's great to get kids involved early because then it just becomes more natural.
Yeah, absolutely. And
more natural.
We do have a minimum age limit at the food bank of 10 for our volunteers, just because it's a safety issue. We have to cut it off somewhere. So we are going to try to work on some ways to get those who are younger involved. Stay tuned for that information.
Stay tuned for
because we know it's important at all different ages, but just for safety reasons, they've got to be at least 10 to come out and help us.
And that's young too, to start talking about their schools. When you were talking about how anybody can start collecting, I said, well, we could do it here. Yeah. Kids can do it for their class for a class project.
They can. I've got a friend whose little girl did it for her birthday. She asked for people to bring donations instead of presents. Yes. So there's all kinds of ways.
That's a growing thing.
It is, and I love it. I want to get all the kids in my life.
I love it when parents teach kids that they are so blessed with all they have that if they put someone else first, you get so much back for that.
Yeah.
Just the feeling you get when you're doing something good for someone else.
It's amazing.
Now, you have Project Thanksgiving. I know that's a ways away.
Yeah.
But you probably start planning now for that.
Yeah, it's going to be here before we know it. So we typically serve about 600 families through that.
Oh my gosh.
That project. And so on November 9th and 10th, we're going to have packing days at the food bank. And so we need a bunch of volunteers. We're already starting to recruit those volunteers. Rick, our volunteer coordinator, is making calls now. But so if there are people, big groups, small groups, who want to come and specifically volunteer for that, give us a call at the food bank. We will put you on the list now.
Okay.
So we need hundreds of volunteers just for those 2 days. So.
And that's November 9th and 10th. Okay, to do the packing for Thanksgiving.
Friday, Saturday.
Again, the phone number, I'm going to keep saying it though because it's important, 423-279-0430. Feel free to call that anytime and just say, hey, what can I do? How can I help? Because they need a lot of volunteers for everything they do. They fill up backpacks for how many again every day?
We do 18,000-ish a month in that area. So.
And it's simple. You just go and you just have to put food in the bags.
Yeah, and it's fun. It's a great way
meet
to
a lot
bond,
of people,
meet people, and it flies by. Those 3 hours or however long
So
you're
it's like
there.
3 hours?
Yeah, usually we do 3-hour increments.
Okay.
And
That's
you
right.
will think that you've just been there for 10 minutes by the time you get done. You'll feel it later, though. It's good. It's a good workout too. So there's a lot of benefits to coming and volunteering at the food bank.
I love it.
Yeah.
So starting September 1st, start collecting your extra change. Put a little jar on your table, and the kids, you know, they find stuff during the day, pennies and dimes and nickels. And when you have that money left over from grocery shopping or whatever you're doing, stick it in the jar, and at the end of the month, you and your child just drive out there to exit 63 in the old Sam's building and donate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you can donate online, which I've done before, and and that's good because they can find ways to stretch the money through different organizations.
That's right. Yep, that's exactly right.
Okay, so get on the website, look at the Hunger Action Month. Every day there's something different you can do to help those in need. And I really appreciate you being here, Josie, and telling us all about this.
Happy to do it.
And I'm going to see you again coming up in a few months because you guys always have stuff going on and you always need volunteers.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us today. We appreciate it, and we'll see you back here this time next week.